What is up, guys? In today's video we're going to be talking about a new weapon that we will be seeing in chapter 7 season 2 because Fortnite actually let us play with it early. As always, if you guys do find this video to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, comment down below what you think of the 7 cluster cannon, and if you guys would like to use my code in the shop when getting anything, it is EvolveJake, just like my channel name is, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. So for this weekend's power hours, Fortnite actually allowed us to use the 7 cluster cannon early, and this is a weapon that will be coming to the game in chapter 7 season 2. So this is the first time they've ever done anything like this, to my knowledge, where we've gotten to use a weapon early. And I think of all the power hours they did this entire season, this one was far and away the most interesting because we do get like a sneak peek at, something to be coming next season. So this is a rocket launcher that seems to hit for about 85 damage, and then once the initial rocket hits, there will be more cluster explosions created, similar to the cluster clinger grenade that we had that would blow up into, further more grenades. You are able to charge this up, but I'm not quite sure what charging it up did, because it seemed like it was doing the same damage for me, regardless if I just fired it normally or if I fully charged it. And even while not fully charging it, just shooting normally, it still created those cluster explosions. So I thought initially that it was like a regular rocket launcher that created the clusters if you charged it, but it was the other way around. It seemed to create the clusters regardless, and the damage seemed to be the same regardless. So I'm not entirely sure what charging it up is supposed to do, or if maybe there was some sort of bug with it in this power hour. It also gives some sort of like a mini shockwave effect, like very, very minute, but it does give you the low gravity effect after you're shot by it. And so maybe this could be used if you get hit by this to like avoid the further explosions, because you can kind of jump away from them with the low gravity. It didn't really seem like something that would be a decent mobility item at all to me when I tried to like do this on myself. The low gravity effect you got was so minuscule that like it wasn't really something that you would want to use for mobility in my experience, but maybe I was doing something wrong. It's hard to really know everything about a weapon like this when we only got a total of like 2 hours to potentially play with it, because there was 2 power hours that happened, one in the afternoon and then one in the morning. Overall though, it's a rocket launcher. It's not the most exciting weapon of all time, or it has unique properties and unique ways you could use it because of that charging aspect, but it's not the most exciting weapon to use. You use it like how you would use pretty much any rocket launcher. Shooting it down onto the ground near people is going to be your best bet. And because this creates those like cluster explosions, it would probably be like even better in team game modes to potentially hit as many people as possible with those clusters. But from my experience, like I kind of talked about a moment ago, I found that just shooting it normally was best for me, because it's kind of easier to aim, and that way you can just shoot it right when you want it rather than waiting about charging it up. And I felt like I was doing pretty much the same damage regardless. It also felt like the blast radius on this was not very large. Like, it was a rocket launcher you need to be accurate with. The area that the clusters spawn in can encompass a kind of wide area, but those don't do very much damage. The main kind of damage is from the initial blast, the first one you shoot at somebody. So it sounds like a really OP rocket launcher on paper, but I think this probably will be a bit more balanced than some other rocket launchers we've seen, because the damage isn't that great and the blast radius also isn't that great. Another thing is that it doesn't actually use rocket ammo. This could be something that they just did for the power hour because we don't have rockets in the loot pool, but it seemed like an item that kind of has like a pseudo durability where you find it and then it has a certain amount of uses, and then you would have to like find another one to get that. And I think that's also something that would make this very like a bit more balanced, because a lot of the rocket weapons we've had in Fortnite, they become kind of spammable and something that you can use in every fight. Even if the total amount of rockets you can carry isn't very high, most players aren't using the rocket weapon, so you get rockets back on a majority of your kills. But this not using ammo and just having a certain amount of uses instead, I think will make it much more limiting, and something that if somebody wants to use this, they're probably not just going to be able to spam it in every single fight. During the power hour we could, but that's because everybody was spawning with one, so they were all over the place, right? But when it's in the regular loot pool, it's not like you would be finding it that frequently. So I know a lot of people, whenever anything is new, people say it's like really overpowered and super busted, and they maybe kill one AI with it and then act like it's the greatest thing ever. But I think as far as rocket launchers go, this will maybe be, good, but I don't think it's going to be as annoying as something like the Swarm Strike rocket launcher was in Chapter 6, Season 4. But that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the 7 cluster cannon and what you think of Fortnite doing things like this for power hours, where they kind of give us a sneak peek at an upcoming item, or maybe an upcoming mechanic at some point, because I actually think this is pretty interesting, and I would hope to see them maybe do this more in the future with the power hours. Obviously, if every single one was like this, it wouldn't really work, but occasionally giving us a preview of an upcoming item could be pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, found it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. It kind of stinks right now, but once these other mountains aren't in, it's like gets better. Put my shockwaves out in case there's somebody hiding. Dang, I didn't do what I wanted. Nice, we knocked him with it. See, I didn't even charge it there, and it still hit pretty hard. The other one's on the house. That's not what I wanted to do. Like, it didn't hit him really at all. The blast radius on it is, like, not very large, it feels. There we go. Like, I feel like trying to charge it, I often, like, grief myself. But just, like, tapping it normally, we still hit that 85 damage. But, I don't know. I feel like I just hit it faster because I'm not worried about charging it. But the first fight where he was, like, running up on me, I was trying to just, like, shoot the ground near where he was running. And I feel like I barely hit him at all. Like, I think I really did any damage to him there. Maybe I did, but I thought it said 35. And so what I was saying is, like, I don't know how large the blast radius really is, but that is going to be it for this video. That is a look at the upcoming 7 cannon that we will have in Season 2. Fortnite added it early for the power hour this weekend, so there was 2 hours that we were able to play with it, which I think is pretty interesting. Overall, the power hours I never really cared that much about, but having early access on a weapon that's going to be coming next season definitely made me want to get on and play, even if it was a weapon like this, which is something that I'm probably not really going to be using very much. But let me know what you guys think of the 7 cannon, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.